Through 5 games, it's been a series to remember so far. And we should be in for more great theater here. Will it end tonight? It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, obviously things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, and it's been a tight series so far. And I don't think any of us thought that we'd be done in 4 or 5 games. But now it's backs against the wall time. This series has shifted locations. Now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. And at the very least, they're going to have a raucous crowd behind them to help them try and get it done.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Eric, who stands out to you?
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Dallas Keuchel will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, he went deep into his last start. Threw into the 8th inning, but didn't get a decision. We'll look to do much of the same here in this one.
And with that, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about Carlos Correa, you're talking about one of the great talents in today's game. Has an elite arm, aims to be a leader in the clubhouse. He's really...
Dylan Drew will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
Keuchel pauses. First pitch on the way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have to play this out around the 362 sign. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up. Leading off the inning, Dylan Drew, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. Dylan Drew digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there. Make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 3-2 contest. So stepping in, Evan Gattis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And here's Singleton to make the catch, and that retires the side. 2 hits in the... Coming to the plate now, Dylan Drew. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Castro has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now, looking ahead, you wonder if maybe he'll get...
Dylan Drew makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Well, the toughest out in any ball game is always the very last one. These guys are still breathing, but it's going to take a few more of these to get back into contention.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, I think we all know this guy is the whole package out there. He's homered earlier in the ball game. Now he shows off those wheels by taking second here on the stolen base.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros have come home and gotten the victory they needed. It'll set up Game 7 tomorrow for all the marbles as this one is over. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game. For the final time here in this calendar year, we have baseball on the show, and they don't come any bigger than this. It's the big one, Game 7 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
Well, I think it's really been what you'd call a World Series for the ages. Back and forth, a lot of tight games, a very evenly played series. And now it's all come down to this. One game, 9.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Carlos Gomez will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Dylan Drew will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Oh, really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble. You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
In now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll get in this one. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back in. No pitch. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside. The throw not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead, really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break. Very fortunate to get away with that one.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, and Lawrence is a good umpire. I've seen him get some stares from lefty hitters before on pitches away, but maybe only a handful of times.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And that'll miss for ball 4 as this one gets away. Throw goes over to third. Jorge Soler will stand in, and an early RBI opportunity here in Game 7.
And it goes without saying, this is an important one to cash in on. You don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get, so you got to make everyone count.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Runners are at first and third with none out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Drilled down the line. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead. Stepping in, Dylan Drew. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any outfield probably gets him home.
Oh, good contact there as this is sent in the air out to deep left center field. And this will wind up being the 3rd long ball he surrendered tonight. A home run. Santa Maria. So a two-run shot to left center, his 8th in this series alone, as this lead swells to 7-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Now at the plate, Tommy La Stella. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Arrieta's ready. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Played on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The second baseman.
Dylan Drew gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Gomez. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 2nd of the game as this lead got even wider.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you.
Carlos Gomez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Arrieta gets the sign. Here it is on 2-2. Hit out towards second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Carlos Correa stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th. Dylan Drew will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. And he lays off there 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th. Dylan Drew stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, you talk about guys that have hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. Well, it's a pretty short conversation. Let's see, you got Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, Albert Pujols.
Dylan Drew will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard liner toward short, and that's through. A base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
And this offensive explosion continues. They're now up to 14 runs in the game. EK, you can't even count that high. And I think defensively, you got to be saying right now, what do we got to do to get these guys out?
Looking to minimize the damage here. Kyle Schwarber is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Boy, no fear in that location. He just ramped up and threw it right by him.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... John Singleton will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And after years, decades of futility, we can finally say the words. The Chicago Cubs have won the World Series.
Well, let the celebrating begin. This is a World Series for the ages. And it came down to a Game 7, but all along, I really felt like this was the better team, and they proved it here. They are the world champions.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
The winning pitcher is Jake.